Hello dear friends, Happy New Year. I wish you all the best for this new year. To be the year exactly as you envisioned it, exactly as you wish for you to be. For me, being a new year, it's new way of doing things. So for those of you who are coming back to this channel, you know that it is a bilingual channel. So I used to post 12 general readings per language per month, having a gap of 18 or 19 days between the readings of the same sign. I would like to try at least a new way of doing things. That means that from now on I will try and post every day, but post only a reading per day. And being a bilingual channel, that means that every other day will reading for a specific language be posted. For example, I will start with Aries in English. The next day I will post the Aries in Romanian reading, and the day after that the reading for Taurus in English, and so on. That means that if I can keep up, and if this way of posting readings, the sign readings, general sign readings, it's working also for me, I will keep up and do in this manner things. And with that you will have much more than 12 sign readings per month. Hopefully this will bring joy to you. I like to have a little much more time for me and my family. So in this way I hope to be present, even much more present than, but not having so much to deal at once. So let's try this way. I hope it works for everybody. This being said, thank you. Hello dear friends, welcome back, welcome to a new reading, a general reading, a not time specific reading. Being a general reading, please take in account only what you feel that is resonating with yourself. I'm speaking here about energies, I'm not speaking about sexes. I use the characters in the cards in order for me to be able to express myself. But that doesn't mean that if I am expressing myself as a gender or to a gender, I am addressing only that gender. We all have both energies in us, so please bear with me, because it's much easier this way to keep a storyline. Because I am speaking about energies, these energies can also interchange with the characters in the cards. That means that I may speak directly to you, Aquarius, because this is your reading, or I may speak directly to the cross watcher. If this is your case, you will be able to recognize it exactly from the storyline. Thank you for all of you who make donations. I appreciate it. For those of you who are interested in private readings, you can find all the details in the description box below. I like to let the cards come out by themselves. I know this can take a while. This is why all the readings have chapters. So if you already know this introduction, or if you're not interested in this whole process, please feel free and go directly to the chapter that you are interested in. I noticed that depending on the device that you are using in order to view these videos, this chapter can or not be visible. They are randomly visible. More details, more information you can find in the upper right corner. I show you there how to get to these chapters even if they are not visible to you on PC, on tablet and phone. So you can find more information in the upper right corner. If you like what you are seeing, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you again. Let's start with the reading. For all who have the Sun, Moon, Rising or Planet Venus in the sign of Aquarius, what's for their higher good to know now? What's best for them to know now. Now being the time that you are watching the recording. Best messages for Aquarius, please. What's best for them to know now? Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is talking to us about feeling that we are exhausted, that we are sick and tired of the situation, having the feeling that we are the only one who are fighting for something, that everybody else left and they are relying on us and we don't have anybody to rely on. Nine as a number speaks to us about completion, graduation. So we are at the point where we can bring something to completion, but the message in this card is to continue, to go on, even if we are tired, even if we are sick and tired of the situation. In order for us to get to the 10 of Wands, that is a little bit harder than the 9 of Wands, but through that we will be able to integrate the wisdom behind the experience so that we put an end to that cycle and never start the same cycle again. Put an end to it once and for all. So it's like, I know it's hard, but keep on, keep continuing. This character here is very determined. He looks at something very determined. He set his eyes on something, and even if it feels like a burden, he continues and goes on. He used the ones that he has in order to protect himself, just as a precaution, but be careful, because between putting ourselves under protection and isolating ourselves, it's just a little bit. So just be conscious about it. Lion, a lion is here. It can be that you have somebody like a guardian angel, or maybe you are putting somebody behind bars, you are keeping somebody away from you, but we will see. Best messages for Aquarius, please. I will take these two, Five of Cups and Ace of Swords. Three of Cups. Six of Pentacles. The Devil. The Hermit. Ace of Cups. Ten of Swords and Two of Pentacles. Just a second, please. at the bottom of the deck you have the World. So this is the energy that holds together your entire reading. This is that current of energy that can move the reading in the direction that it needs to go. It also can be the energy in which you are right now. Sometimes they can be subtle and you're not conscious about it. Sometimes it can be stronger and you are conscious about it, and sometimes they can be so strong that even people around you are conscious about this energy. The World is speaking to us about an important chapter that comes to an end, because we are integrating that wisdom behind the experience, and we put an end to everything that is not longer serving us, that is not longer helping us, that it came to an end. It's exactly as the Nine of Wands. It came to fruition. It served its purpose, and now it's finished. We understood what we had to understand from this whole story, and now we are putting an end to it. And the character is not only being guided by all the evangelist, the angel being Matthew, the lion being Marcus, the Taurus being Lucas, and the vulture being John. She's very happy because she knows that everything that is hard is already behind her. So the next step that she's taking, it's into another chapter. She's closing everything that doesn't serve her anymore in order for her to be able to open herself new chapters, new beginnings. It also can speak to us about traveling. The globe is, the whole planet is behind her. It can speak to us about how people are receiving us, but most importantly how we show up into the world, how we are presenting ourselves to the world. I think that the majority of you already went through it because this chapter is coming to an end, but it was not at all easy with the Devil, 3 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and 10 of Swords. So it was a betrayal. Somebody chose somebody else. It was maybe a third party situation. This was the betrayal. It took you by surprise with the people that were involved, with how they did it, and the way that they acted, when, so on. It made you feel like everything is lost. It made you feel regret, remorse, hurt, sorrow. It's like a part of you. This feels like a little death, and she is in mourning of whatever happened here, but it felt very harsh. It was very strong because this betrayal had a lot to do with manipulation, with dependencies, with codependencies. It made you doubt yourself, but it comes to an end. It was not easy. The good part is that, exactly as I told you by the World, what's worse, it's already behind you, and from now on you can go upwards. But through these swords that came, the majority in the back, it took you by surprise. You already started to see things in their true light, and also see your own light. A truth comes out. The truth of this whole situation. It's shocking when it comes out, but through that you are seeing everything in its true light. You can see this Ace of Swords as being Excalibur, or the sword of Archangel Michael. So this whole situation puts you in a dark dark night of the soul. It's that inner journey that we are going through in order to receive the answers, that we cannot find any answers to the questions that we are not finding any answers. And through this inner journey, you are simply realigning yourself through your guidance, through your intuition. You are realigning yourself to your divine plan. It's like, it's what's happening here. It's a conversation between you in that search and the universe. And through that, in this very darkened environment, you start and see your true guidance, your true light, your that divine sparkle, and you let yourself be guided by her, and start and doing that process of bringing light, bringing love, bringing forgiveness to the situation. Forgive everybody that hurt you, and forgive yourself that maybe you let things go so further. But you are doing this for yourself in order for you to be able to release the burden of everything and to continue on. And you are doing that, the world. But it took a while until we are ready to understand what happened and really integrate the wisdom behind the experience. Self-love is the first thing that comes to mind. It's through this process you are finding yourself being guided firstly towards yourself, being much more compassionate towards yourself, having much more faith in yourself, being much more respectful to yourself, being much more lovable to yourself, in order for attract situations, people that are looking at you, treating you as you would. Otherwise, we cannot expect somebody to love us when we are not giving ourselves the needed love. Through that, through this process, you are simply bringing balance back, because you learned the hard way the meaning of reciprocity. In order for things to stand the test of time, they have to be done in balance, in reciprocity. Otherwise, it won't work. And through that, you are bringing back balance. You will start and be much careful towards what you are focusing your energy, your time, your love. It's not that you give me something, I give you something, but you are much more careful. Is this circumstance giving me the same energy as I give it to it or not? And you won't be sharing your gifts with people that don't know how to appreciate them. Two of Pentacles, it's speaking to us about the need of bringing back balance, but it also speaks to us about that you had to deal with somebody that juggled a lot, juggled with finances, juggled with emotions. This player that did what they did. But the whole situation, even if it's hard, it brought you to a point when you are able now to put an end to it, because you are seeing it very clear. You got to that point where because it was so shocking and hard, you started to put yourself the real questions in order for you to be able to answer them, because always the answers are at our disposal. We just have to open towards them, and through that you will be able to bring this balance back, putting an end to everything that doesn't serve you anymore, played its role, and now you are leaving this situation behind. But it was not at all easy. Three of Wands. Leaving the situation, even if it may seem like I don't know where I'm going, it's a lot of fog around me. You simply let yourself be guided by what you know that is inside you, that inner sparkle, that divine sparkle. You let yourself be guided, and through what you are deciding here, you are putting yourself on your path, re-putting yourself on your own path. What's with the Three of Cups, please? Tell me more about the Three of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles speaks to us about independence, financial independence. Because of the Three of Cups, you decide to split ways. There are two cards that are speaking about independence, and when they come out in readings, it's sure that somebody gets his independence. Here is speaking to us about financial independence. To have everything that you are in need of in order to build yourself the life that you want. But this moment brings you to the next step in regaining your financial independence in order to build the life that you want for yourself and you know that you are deserving of. But don't worry, you will have everything that you are in need of. What's with the Devil, please? Tell me more. I forgot to tell you the signs. Sign of Capricorn, sign of Virgo. What's with the Devil, please? Tell me more about the Devil. Why is he here? King of Swords. King of Swords can be very logical, very analytical, very strategical. This is a very strategic character. He knows how to plan, and he makes backup to the plans and backup to the backup plans. He's like that chess player that has 10 moves ahead the others. I will ask for more details, because it can be that the character here has that strategical mind, or it can be because the majority, and I think that this is you being an air sign, looking straight at this character and seeing them as they are, and having that, this is it, okay, having that capacity of detaching yourself emotionally in order to look at this character and know how to solve the situation. The majority of people that are in this energy can be people that are working in the justice department, lawyers, judges. Maybe you decide to bring this character in front of justice, but very you are looking after the initial shock. You are able to look at this character very detached in order to start and make plans so that you know how to put an end to everything. Okay, what's with the Five of Cups, please? Tell me more about the Five of Cups. Why is here the Five of Cups, please? Hurt, everything is lost. Nine of Wands. Again, you had the Nine of Wands when I split the deck. Continue on, even if it's hard, even if you may feel like everything is lost. It's not that you are the last one who's remaining. It's only you can have the capacity, the inner force, strength, in order to realign or put these stars on a strain from something that is in darkness and bringing them to the light, making them shine. This is it. Only when we are feeling very hurtful, we are simply, these are the stars that you are realigning. You make sense of them through this inner journey and self reflection and everything. It's hard. It's not easy at all. But without being the majority of us, without being in this kind of situation, we are not doing this. So in a sense, it had to come this way. This is why it happened, in order for us to start and think in a much deeper way about the whole situation, so that we can inspire ourselves and also be inspiring for others, how to bring to the light that inner wisdom, that guidance. Maybe you can, through this experience, become like a mentor for others that are in situation like that, because you can teach them, having been in such an experience, not only from books, but because you were there and you understand in a much deeper way what happened. What's with Ten of Swords, please? Tell me more about the Ten of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. It's hard, but that betrayal, but by starting and seeing everything in their true light, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, you are simply opening yourself to new opportunities, golden opportunities, because you had to deal with somebody that was a player, that juggled a lot, that wanted you to see only what it was in their interest for you to see. And through this, you are starting and see everything and knowing the truth, seeing everything in their true light. You know which way to go, and you know that you have to open yourself to new opportunities, to put an end to the whole situation in order for you to start something. Whatever you are starting after this betrayal, it's like a golden opportunity, abundance, prosperity, safety, security. With the Ace of Cups, with the Ace of Swords, it's like knowing clear how to bring these new opportunities in your own life. But for that, you have to cut this environment that created so much turmoil. What's with the Ace of Swords, please? Tell me more about the Ace of Swords, that truth that is coming out, the clarity that you get, knowing what you have to do, seeing clear, even if it's hurtful. Seven of Wands and Ace of Swords. Again, putting healthy boundaries against this, putting healthy boundaries, and through that it brings a lot in this deck of cards, the Seven of Wands, even if it means to put healthy boundaries. In the attitude of this card, the energy of this card, it's more like, for me, like the Fool. Put healthy boundaries in order for you to be able to have this new beginning, to have the leap of faith, to let yourself be guided in order to open yourself to new horizons. And it's very similar. It's only by looking at things, seeing the things in their true light, you can gather your strength in order to make that leap of faith, to come out of something and going towards something else, towards something that is truthful, is right, it's clear. What's with the Hermit, please? Tell me more about the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? The World, exactly the same card. It's about that realignment. Through this inner journey, you realize, you become conscious about this realignment. And it's like seeing it clear, how they are realigning, knowing what you have to put an end to it, but being able to integrate the wisdom behind this whole experience in order to put an end to it, take only the lesson and everything else leaving behind. Maybe also you are putting some physical distance between yourself and this character, because it speaks about journey, but in itself it is that journey that allows us to become much more conscious about the situation, about the role that we are playing in it, about our own power in order to decide what we want, taking action, moving on from this situation. But exactly as I told you, only through this kind of experiences we are looking at it in a deeper way, and through that inner journey we also find our answers. We know what we have to put an end to it in order for us to be able to open ourselves to new chapters in our life. What's with the Ace of Cups, please? Tell me more about the Ace of Cups. Starting and filling your own cup with good feelings about yourself, but also listening to your intuition, reconnecting to our intuition in order to receive this guidance in a much clearer way. Ace of Cups, why is the Ace of Cups here? And also opening ourselves to new opportunities, also new love stories. But every love story begins with yourself, the way that you are feeling about yourself. It's called patience here, but is Okay, doesn't matter. This is Archangel Michael. You have twice the Ace of Swords here, and you need inner balance. You need to find that perfect balance between emotions and passions, between fire and water, because these are the two elements that, in order for them to coexist, they have to be in perfect balance. Work with him, because he knows best how to make this alchemy in order for those two elements to coexist. It also can speak to us about divine timing. Everything happens in divine timing. Why? In order for us to rediscover ourselves, to rediscover that we are deserving of much more, but it always starts with us, with our own perception of our own persona. It speaks about that inner balance. Take care of yourself, take care of the emotional side of yourself in order to bring that balance, so that you can open yourself to new opportunities, to new beginnings in truth, in light. What's with the Two of Pentacles? Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles, please. Why is the Two of Pentacles here, please? Ten of Swords. The need of bringing balance back. You know, after you went through the Ten of Swords, that you have to bring balance back. You, through that betrayal, you became aware that you had to deal with somebody that juggled a lot. But in this deck of cards, the swords are being the feather. This angel is able to blow some of the feathers away. So it speaks to me that you are able to avoid something even harder. Although it's not easy what you went through, but through the decisions that you are making, you will be able also to avoid something even traumatical than this experience. And through that, you know, you have to put an end to this situation in order to never come back to this. But it was not easy at all. It's like they planned this and they wanted something. They won't get it. It takes a lot from you to come out of this situation. And you will be the one who has that security, stability, financial independence in order to live the life that you want. What's with the Six of Pentacles? Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles. But through his doing, sorry that I'm coming back, the character that juggled, through its doing with the Three of Cups, made this betrayal feel a lot harder. Not that any betrayal feels good, but Six of Pentacles. What's with the Six of Pentacles? Bringing that balance back, being much attentive towards what you are giving your energy, your thought, your time, your finances, your emotions. Learning that lesson of reciprocity. If people don't cherish me for what I'm bringing to the table, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm putting myself towards my own path, even if it may seem like I don't know where I'm going. I have that undeniable trust that I will be guided towards that place where I can bring back balance into my life. So, not easy at all. But with four of aces, two times the ace of swords, ace of cups, and ace of pentacles, for sure you are putting an end, and twice the world, you are putting an end to this situation, and you are going towards new chapters, new opportunities, new beginnings, having a very, very hard lesson behind you, and not anyhow, but integrating that lesson so that you won't have to come back to this kind of cycle in your life. Best messages for Aquarius, please. Best guidance, best message for Aquarius, please. Moon. Take note of intuitive messages. Use your intuition, practice discernment, see through illusions and blockages. The moon is strongly associated with the divine feminine and the energy of receiving. If the sun is God, the moon is goddess. And so she offers a powerful energy of polarity and balance. She has a cyclic energy and is therefore strongly connected to emotions, which often come and go in waves, and to somewhat interesting behaviors. So when the moon appears in a reading, you are often being told that not everything it is as it seems. The moon has a dark side, just dark, not negative, and can show you what you're being kept in the dark about. Lunar energies are surrounding your life, allowing you to understand what is standing in your way. Not everything is as it seems, and you're being guided to use your discernment. When the moon appears, intuitive or psychic urges are increased. So take note of any feelings arising at this time. They are messages from your soul and angels. The moon shines her light on all that has been kept in the dark. So ask yourself if you are avoiding anything or refusing to deal with something of importance. If so, it could be holding you in the shadows when your destiny is to be in the light. If this card appears when you feel someone isn't being completely real with you, know that their intentions will be revealed to you. The moon has no secrets. She reveals all. It came to the surface. Everything was put in its true light so that you know how or what you have to put an end to in order for you to be able to move on and go on with new opportunities in your life. I hope this helped. Till next time, take care. Bye.